Alright, we are back with more Raw Round Robin Tournament action. Group E's final round. That's right, round 7's kicking off right now. We got Tommy Dreamer taking on Rhyno. Currently, Tommy Dreamer's tied for first place with 4 points. Rhyno is 0 points so far. But, yeah, only 4 points for first place, so it's still anyone's group. We actually have 4 people tied for first. It's going to be Steve Austin, The Undertaker, Tommy Dreamer, and Edge. All with 4. Everyone else has 0. So if Rhyno can get a submission victory here, he'll be jumping up into first place all by himself. Any kind of victory for Tommy Dreamer will give him first place by himself. Either of these two ECW originals are going to be an easy victory for the other. Either way, here we go as we're into this matchup. Going back and forth as Rhyno hits a snapmare there. Still holding on to the head of Dreamer now, slamming it over and over into the mat. Tommy Dreamer goes for a chop and misses. Rhyno grabs him, whips him into the opposite corner. Goes for right hand, but Dreamer gets out of the way. Tommy with a rake of the eyes, putting Rhyno on the ropes. Referee Nick Patrick watching along as Dreamer clotheslines Rhyno up and over to the outside. See what they do out here. Ooh, Dreamer went for a kick, but Rhyno caught it and just threw him backwards. Needed a gut there by Dreamer. Rhyno gets in the ring at a 5 count. I'm sorry, Rhyno got in at 5, Dreamer got in at 6. Now, Dreamer has the back, hitting with a neck breaker, putting Rhyno down on the mat. Only for a moment as Rhyno pops right back up, gets a hold of Dreamer. Ooh, goes for a clothesline but misses. Dreamer now from behind with a backslide. That's going to be a rope break though. Rope break! Both men back on their feet, throwing strikes, but nothing's quite landing. Rhyno now having the back. Nice takedown there by Rhyno. Follows it up with a nice little elbow drop as well. Right to the lower spine of Dreamer. Now a big atomic drop onto the Innovator of Violence. Now Dreamer now from behind moves to the front of Rhyno, but Rhyno just shoves him off towards the corner. Gets a hold of him again and clubs him down to the mat. See what he's going to do here. He's going for that camel clutch. He wants that submission victory. No, Dreamer able to get out of it with an electric chair drop. Rhyno jumps right back up and hits with a jumping clothesline. And again putting Dreamer on the ropes. Goes for the gore, but Dreamer jumps out of the way. Going for that backslide once again. Nick Patrick on top of it, but Rhyno's still too strong and kicks out for a 1 count to be counted, then throwing a big clothesline once again. Dreamer sweeps the leg, takes Rhyno down. Now both men back on their feet. Rhyno grabbing Dreamer. Hip toss by the man beast. Rhyno does here now, picks him up. Another atomic drop by Rhyno. Going for the pin here. That's going to be a rope break as Tommy Dreamer's big head is underneath the bottom rope. Rhyno got him again. Goes for the clothesline. Dreamer reverses it into another backslide. That's going to be another rope break. Didn't even matter as Rhyno was able to kick out beforehand. Nice right arm there, or right forearm there rather, by Rhyno, but Dreamer dodges the second one, hits Rhyno with the back suplex. Goes for an elbow drop, but Rhyno just pops right back up. Rhyno now from behind, picks up Dreamer into the shin breaker. We got some interference coming down. Who was that? Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, former owner of ECW during the invasion angles. She's out there helping Tommy Dreamer out, trying to take out Rhyno. She decides to just roll out of the ring to let the ECW originals get back to it. As Rhyno takes the back of Dreamer, hits him with another atomic drop. Just knees to ass bones. Into the pin now. We get a 1 count and only a 1 count. As there's still a lot more fight left in Tommy. Tommy now getting the back of Rhyno. Picks him up. Back suplex by Dreamer onto Rhyno. But Rhino's right back up and hits him with a jumping clothesline that sends Tommy right back down to the mat. Into the pin, and that's going to be a rope break. Dreamer grabbing Rhyno once again. He's got him up on his shoulders. Spicoli driver. Planting Rhyno into the pin. And Nick Patrick doesn't pin, or doesn't count it. What the hell? What is Nick Patrick thinking? Dreamer trying again. One and only one from referee Nick Patrick. Tommy now from behind once again into the roll-up. Get a one and only a one. As we approach the halfway mark of this matchup, Dreamer going for another pinfall attempt. And just one again. Dreamer trying to keep Rhyno down, but he somehow gets back to his feet. So Rhyno hits him with a short arm clothesline, putting him right back down. It instantly goes for the pin. Bit of a late start for the counting by Nick Patrick, but Rhyno kicks out nonetheless. Rhyno now from behind, picks up Dreamer. Oh, nice crossbody counter by Tommy Dreamer. Into the pinning attempt. Gets a one and only a one. This match continues. Dreamer now again from behind, picks up Rhyno. Nice backbreaker there. Follows it up with a beautiful elbow drop right to the pecs of Rhyno. And again, just a one count. There's a lot of fight in Rhyno, man. He is a tough son of a bitch to keep down. Another atomic drop there by Rhyno, just destroying the ass bone of Tommy Dreamer. Rhyno's got the legs, but Dreamer able to kick him off. Warm by Dreamer, goes for the chop. Rhyno reverses it, gets behind him, picks him up again. Another shin breaker. Into the pin, that should be a rope break, and it will be. Nice reversal there by Dreamer, going for the pin right afterwards. You notice that Rhyno kind of hit his head hard on the fall back. Dreamer going for another pin. He gets another one count. You have to do a lot to keep Rhyno down for a three, man. And a couple punches and kicks aren't going to do it. As Rhyno hits another atomic drop on Tommy Dreamer. And then goes for the pin. Just a one count though, as we have 3 minutes remaining in this matchup. Rhyno's got a hold of Dreamer from behind, picks him up, atomic drop. Tommy Dreamer's ass is taking a pounding here from Rhyno, and now so's the back of his head as Rhyno delivering the donkey punches. Big clothesline by Dreamer puts Rhyno back down on the mat, now going for the pin, but that's another rope break, according to referee Nick Patrick. Irish whip is reversed, but nothing comes of it as Rhyno goes for another clothesline. Dreamer from behind into a roll-up. Trying to get the man beast sleeping, but only gets a one count once again. Will drop to the knees to another pinning attempt. Just another one again. Good right hand by Dreamer, knocks down Rhyno. That's going to be a rope break, though, as he went for the pin. Now Rhyno from behind lifts Dreamer up again. And, ooh, nice backdrop by Rhyno. I thought he was going to go for another atomic drop, but I stand corrected. Rhyno now again from behind. No, standing switch. Dreamer's got the back. Lifts up Rhyno. Back suplex, planting him down into the pin immediately. Just a one count as Rhyno kicks out once again. Rhyno's taking some big shots here, man. A bunch of back suplexes, the Coley driver, and yet he's still in this matchup, kicking out at one. It's pretty impressive. Finally, he gets a two count, but only a two as Rhyno kicks out once again. Both men back on their feet. Rhyno catching the kick, whipping him around, picks him up, puts him down again on that knee, ass first. Goes for the pin, gets a rope break, and both men are back on their feet. And Nick Patrick just took a shot there from Tommy Dreamer. Rhyno's got a hold of him, but Dreamer pushes him off. Rhyno grabs him again, picks him up. Oh, good shoulder breaker there by Rhyno. Into the pin. Just a one count though, as we have less than a minute left, less than 45 seconds left actually. Rhyno's got a hold of him, Irish whips him into the corner. Oh, goes for the gore, but Dreamer just gets out the way. 30 seconds left. If these guys are going to do something, they need to do it now as Rhyno picks up Dreamer yet again. Another shin breaker. Rhyno now going for the pin. That's going to be a rope break, though. Dreamer does here. He eats a forearm. Rhyno grabs him. Another big right hand by Rhyno. Into the pin. This could be it. Probably the last attempt we're going to have. And it's just a 1 count. Both men back on their feet as Dreamer grabs Rhyno, hits him with a short arm clothesline. And that's going to do it. That's going to be a time limit draw. No points awarded to either competitor. So Dreamer stays at 4 points. Rhyno stays at 0. As we move on to our next match, we have the Undertaker taking on Christian. Undertaker sitting tied with Tommy Dreamer with 4 points. Christian with 0. So same rules apply as the last match. If Christian can get a submission victory here, he will get 5 points and take first place in this group. If Taker wins by any means, he will take first place as well. Movement on the outside. Referee already up to a 4 count as Taker rolls into the ring. We're stuck in a loop. It looks like we're going to be. Yes, indeed, as Nick Patrick is counting. Taker looks pissed off having to jump in and out of the ring this often. Christian just playing the mind games. Trying to tire the bigger man, possibly. If anybody's going to get tired, it's going to be Nick Patrick's right shoulder. Christian taunting him. Probably a bad idea now. Both men in the ring. Christian grabbing him. Taker reversing it into a backdrop. Goes to the elbow drop. Christian got up right away. Gets a hold of Taker into the jawbreaker. That puts Taker down for a second. Christian grabs him once again, but Taker reverses it and clubs him in the back. That'll send him across the ring into the corner. Christian with a drop kick, Taker with the jumping clothesline. Both miss. Christian able to hit the Russian leg sweep though. And they kicking the man while he's down. Taker grabbing him and hitting a huge DDT. Now going for that Dragon Sleeper lock. He's got that thing locked in, but no, Christian somehow gets out of it. I don't know how the hell he did that, but then he hits a short arm clothesline on the Undertaker as well. Taker back on his feet though, grabbing Christian. He's thinking chokeslam. He's got him up and down. Big chokeslam there by the dead man. Another both just missing strikes lefts and rights. Oh, that one caught though. And Taker punches him and knocks him out of midair. Now Taker's got the back, throws him back head first onto the mat. Christian up now, going for the small package on the Undertaker. Nick Patrick on top of it, but can't even get a 1 count before Taker kicks out. Big man just way too powerful right now as he hits a right hand on Christian that sends him back a few steps. Gets a hold of him, picks him up. Gonna play in here. Oh, nice Oklahoma slam there by the dead man. Follows it up with a leg drop that misses. And then Christian hitting a drop kick to the knees. Smart move by the creepy little bastard, but Taker able to get out of whatever he was planning on the ground. Christian now has the back, going for a sleeper hold. Taker able to just kind of fall out of it. Both are just throwing strikes and missing as Christian grabs him, hits him with a nice short arm clothesline. Then back on their feet as Taker just spamming right hands. Christian grabs him, moves to the back, another roll up pin. Not even a 1 count once again. Taker too powerful. Another drop kick by Christian misses. Gets a hold of Taker instead, picks him up. Inverted atomic drop, knee to the nuts. Should be illegal, but somehow it's not as Christian gets the back. Another roll-up pin here. And again, kicked out before a 1 to be counted. Ooh, damn, Christian making him kiss the canvas right there. Then goes for another drop kick, but misses. Now just throwing strikes, but Taker grabs him from behind, picks him up, puts him down with a side slam. Taker now going for the pin here. Gets a 1 and only a 1 as Christian's able to kick out. Drop kick misses as Taker grabs him. Kick to the gut. Christian grabs him once again. Irish whips him. Doesn't lead to anything as Christian misses the big elbow. And then gets punched out of midair, attempting a drop kick. Seems like Taker kind of has his number right now, but as I say that, Christian hitting a nice right hand on Taker, putting him on the ropes. Goes for a crossbody, but he connects with Nick Patrick instead, just kind of drop kicking him inadvertently. Taker clubs him down and goes for the pin. Patrick on top of it. Doesn't even begin his count, and Christian kicks out at 0. Taker gets a hold of him, picks him upside down. He's thinking tombstone pile driver, and he connects with it beautifully into the pin. That's going to be a rope break as Christian's able to get that right foot on the ropes. Somehow right back on his feet, throwing hammers at Taker, but he misses. Taker got him in the, oh my God, Dragon Sleeper. Trying to choke out trying to choke out Christian. And then big boots him down to the mat. Calling for the end of it. Is he thinking last ride here? Might be. Got a hold of him. Oh, he's thinking last ride. Fist up. Christian goes up. He goes up again and down goes Christian. This has got to be it right here. 1. Nick Patrick doesn't want to count to 2. As Christian hit the dropkick to the knees of the Undertaker. Taker reversing down with a clubbing blow to the back that sends him up towards the turnbuckle. Christian reversing that grab into a backdrop, though. Nicely done by Christian. Tries to put the boots to Taker. Oh my God, just grabs Taker, hits him with an inverted atomic drop. Another knee to the nuts. Taker popped up right away, grabs Christian, moves to the back, picks him up, slams him down with a side slam. We got about 4 minutes remaining in this matchup. Christian grabs Taker, hits him with the short arm clothesline. Holding it back on their feet though, as Christian's throwing some big strikes, but Taker grabs him from behind, moves to the front. Christian shoves him off though. Ooh, God, what a kick to the gut there by the Undertaker. Into the pin. Not even a 1 count. Referee's taking forever to count this thing. Taker's going to be getting pissed soon, man. He should have had Christian defeated a couple times. As he takes the back of Christian once again. No, standing switch by Christian. Into the unprettier. Drops him down as Tori Wilson makes her way into the ring. Then she just rolls out of it right away. Christian goes for a dropkick, gets a big boot to the head instead. But that doesn't stop him as he throws another dropkick, and that one connects. Not once, but twice. It's going after the knees of the Undertaker. Taker hitting him with a backdrop right there. Goes for an elbow drop, but misses. Another dropkick to the knees of the Undertaker. What Christian's going to do here, he's choking the life out of the dead man. Lets go of it before he's disqualified. Taker back on his feet, grabs Christian, goes to the back. Oh God! Dropping him back first across the knee. Modified backbreaker there, nicely done. Into another, oh my God, another tombstone. Christian is down. Taker didn't go for the pin, knowing that Christian was in the ropes. Smart move there by the dead man as he clubs Christian in the back and then punches him as he runs in. Back on his feet, going for a pin here on Taker. 1. He gets a 1 and only a 1. Christian not putting the boots to Taker, but Taker's back on his feet. Dodges the drop kick twice. Trying to stay out of the way of these strikes from Christian. Christian go for the crossbody to nobody. Christian gets a hold of Taker into the implanter DDT, or I'm sorry, the impaler. DDT goes for the pin, but that's going to be a rope break. Taker's up on his feet, grabs Christian, puts him in a bear hug, squeezes the life out of him. Oh, but Taker ends up letting go as Christian rakes the ass. He's going for it again. Just squeezing Christian. And he taps out. Taker gets a submission victory. That's 5 big points here in the final round of this group. That gives him 9. And sole possession of first place. As we move on to our next matchup, these are the only 2 men who can catch the Undertaker. We have Steve Austin and Edge, both with 4. It's going to take a submission victory for either one of these 2 to tie the Undertaker and move on to a tiebreaker match as Edge starts pounding away at Steve Austin's head. Austin back on his feet, eats a dropkick from the Rated R Superstar. Big jumping clothesline there from Austin. Puts Edge back down, or down on the mat for the first time. Austin goes for the kick, but Edge reverses it. Gets behind him into a German. No, Austin reverses the German suplex. Double leg takedown from behind by the Rattlesnake. Both men back on their feet as Edge grabs Austin. Hits him with a nice chop that sends him back a few steps. Austin gets a hold of Edge. Ooh, just an elbow to the back of the neck. Edge is back up, grabs Austin, drop kicks him across the ring. Austin grabs Edge now. Going for a suplex. No, Edge reverses it into one of his own. Lock up once again. Edge goes for the right hand, but Austin gets out of the way, moves to the front. Edge just pushes him off. Austin going out of the ring, and Edge hits him with a modified stun gun. And now both competitors on the outside. Austin rolls into the ring as Edge taunts. Austin goes back out for whatever reason. Irish whips him into the steps. Edge has the back. Oh my God! Full Nelson slam into the steps. Austin somehow back on his feet, and they're battling it up. This is going to be a double count out. No points awarded to either competitor, so Undertaker wins this group because mathematically Devon Dudley and Chris Jericho are main event. Neither of these two can catch him. So this is just for pride here, as both competitors still at 0. But yeah, Undertaker will take the lead in this group and move on to the final tournament. Chris Jericho throwing a dropkick there to the knees of Devon Dudley. But he's back up, gets a hold of Y2J. Big chop, sends him back a couple steps. Right hand again by Devon. Jericho's got a hold of him. Double underhook into the backbreaker. Nicely done by the Ayatollah of rock and roll, and then making him kiss the mat as well. Jericho got the head of Devon. Ooh, just breaking the eyes with the heel of his boot. Jericho with the hip toss now. There's Jericho throwing out as many moves as he can possibly think of. Looking good so far here in this first minute or so. Devon getting a hold of him though. Big right hand staggers him. Goes for the clothesline, but Jericho ducks. He gets behind. Standing switch by Devon. Moves back to the front. And now Jericho just throws him off. Right hand by Devon. Into a hip toss by Jericho. And then kicking the man while he's down. Lock up once again as Devon gets him up on his shoulders into the Samoan drop. Shot by Jericho. Followed up by yet another hip toss. And an elbow drop afterwards. Nice little combo there for Y2J. But Devon's back up, gets a hold of him, and short arm clothesline drops Jericho. Now just slamming his head into the mat over and over again. Right hand puts Devon on the on the ropes, but gets out of it quickly. Jericho takes us back once again. No, standing switch by Devon. What's he got planned here? Oh, just planting him down with a reverse DDT. Devon's got him once again from behind. Oh, into a cutter. It looked like. Camera angle was a little weird. Jericho now double underhook, backbreaker once again onto Devon Dudley. Jericho, big chop there, puts Devon on the ropes. Goes for the flying forearm, but Devon gets out of the way of it. Chop and a drop kick misses. Devon grabs Jericho, kicks him in the gut, punches him in the back of the head, sending him down to the mat. Beautiful combo by Devon Dudley. Jericho making him kiss the mat once again. Drop kick by Jericho to the knees of Devon Dudley. Jericho does here from the back, nope, from the front. Never mind, Devon pushes him off. But Jericho hitting the neck breaker drop and then showing off the muscles, taunting the way only he can. As he moves to the back of Devon into a roll up, but that's going to be a rope break. Referee Tim White sitting there letting you know that I was correct. A couple good strikes there by Jericho, puts Devon back down, but only for a moment as he pops right back up. He gets hit with a DDT by Chris Jericho. Into the pin.
1, 2.
Jericho gets 2 and only 2. Devon now from behind. No, crossbody counter by Chris Jericho. Into another pinfall attempt.
1.
Got 1, he got 2, and only 2 from referee Tim White. And nice backdrop there by Devon Dudley. Jericho back on his feet though right away. Takes a lot to keep a Dudley down. Jericho's gonna find that out the hard way as he hits a nice little face buster there into the Lion Salt. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and oh, just a 2 count as Devon's able to kick out at the very last moment. Those a form that caught both Jericho and Tim White. Then a backdrop just on Jericho. Got the legs now, but Jericho kicks off. Both men back on their feet as Devon grabs him, picks him up again. Another Samoan drop there by Devon Dudley. Jericho back on his feet right away, grabs Devon. Going for the walls of Jericho, and he's got it locked in. Is Devon gonna tap? No, he forces his way out of it. Devon now grabbing Jericho right away, big right hand. Jericho doesn't leave his feet though, as he is sent into the turnbuckle. Devon goes following up with a clothesline, but misses. Jericho with a nice backdrop right there. Going for the pin. We got 1. We got 2. No, only 2 as Devon able to get that left shoulder up off the mat, taunting Jericho. Jericho just grabs him right away, hits him with the hip toss, and goes for another pinfall attempt. That'll be just a 2. Right hand by Jericho, grabs Devon Dudley, snap suplex. And kicking the man while he's down into a pinning attempt. That's gonna be a rope break. As Devon starts to celebrate it, able to counter Jericho's attack with a backdrop of his own, and then chopping him out of midair. Very nicely done there. Jericho now from the back. No, standing switch by Devon. Got him up. Oh, drops him down, atomic drop. Ass to knee. The right hand by Devon, big chop misses. Jericho gets the back into the German suplex, just launching Devon over his head. Devon somewhere back on his, or somehow back on his feet. It's a kick from Jericho, delivers one of his own. Now Jericho has the back, picks him up. Backbreaker by Chris Jericho. Then talking a little trash the best way Jericho knows how, into the pin. That's going to be a rope break there for Devon Dudley. Jericho going for the knees again with that drop kick, but Devon gets out of the way. Ends up connecting with a clubbing blow to the back and then putting the boots to him while he's down. They lock up. Irish whip is reversed and Jericho eats the turnbuckle hard, and then a clothesline misses. Jericho grabs him. Irish whip into a flapjack. Just throwing him up high and letting him crash to the ground. Jericho going for the pin. He gets 1, he gets 2, and only 2. Devon Dudley able to kick out right away. Connect with a nice right hand there that staggered Jericho. A couple good chops, making 3 of them. Now Devon just throwing strikes. Jericho countering 1 and delivering a right hand there. Puts Devon on the ropes. Jericho out from behind. Picked up Devon into the backdrop. Tries to kick the man while he's down, but Devon popped right up. Drop kick by Jericho connects to the knees of Devon Dudley into the pin. That's going to be a rope break. Devon's right leg underneath that bottom rope. And a sleeper hold by Jericho. But that will lead to nothing as Devon gets right back up, gets behind Chris Jericho, picks him up. Crossbody counter by Jericho. And he goes for the pin.
1, 2.
Just a 2 count. This match will carry on with about 2 minutes remaining. Jericho hits another dropkick to the knees and then goes for the pin.
2.
Gets 2 and only 2. I thought that might have been 3 there. Big right hand by Devon, puts him in the ropes. Good shot there by Devon Dudley as well. Gets a hold of Jericho, picks him up. Inverted atomic drop. My apologies. Knee to the nuts. We finally get some interference as we have Crash Holly making his way down to the ring. Looks like he's going after Devon Dudley. Wonder what the beef is there. Jericho with a flying forearm taking Crash out. Crash got him up. Oh, but Jericho breaks that up by punching Devon Dudley. Crash got him up. Oh, it would have been a counter either way. Devon blocking and getting out of the way of everything. Nothing's connecting with the man. But Jericho grabs him, but he counters it into a backdrop. And we have more interference coming down with a minute left. Chris Benoit is here. He is going after Chris Jericho. Devon goes for another pin, but Benoit breaks it up. Benoit is putting the work into Jericho, just throwing strikes. Nice backdrop counter there by Devon Dudley. Gets broken up by Chris Benoit, who locks in the crippler crossface on Jericho. Devon ends up breaking it up. We got less than 30 seconds remaining in this matchup as Jericho tried to do something to Benoit, but it didn't work. Big chop from Devon and a drop kick to the back by Benoit onto Jericho. Falls up with an elbow drop that hit both competitors. Benoit finally out of the ring. We're bound to these two competitors with 5 seconds left. There's a good chance this is going to go to a time limit draw. As Devon hits the saving grace, it does. So let's go ahead and move on to the final points leaderboard. And as you can see, Undertaker with 9 points wins the group. And we'll move on to that final tournament. Edge, Tommy Dreamer, and Steve Austin all had 4 points. They tied for second, where Christian, Jericho, Devon Dudley, and Rhyno all finished with 0. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time.